Because it's part of the bigger franchise, Pretty Little Liars, Summer School includes multiple references and Easter eggs to the original Pretty Little Liars show. Starting with the eponymous book series by Sarah Shepard, Pretty Little Liars has developed into a vast TV franchise including 4 TV shows and a web series. The most recent addition to the bunch, Pretty Little Liars, Summer School, the second season of Original Sin, is the most different from the others in the group. Rather than taking a drama/mystery tone, the HBO Max show is more similar to a horror/thriller. Pretty Little Liars, Summer School's cast refrains from bringing back any of the main characters from the original Pretty Little Liars. The villains also behave in very different ways, with Bloody Rose being more violent than her predecessors. Despite this, Summer School goes out of its way to maintain connections to the original show through references, Easter eggs, and character parallels. After A is caught for the second time, he goes through trial and sentencing. Dr. Sullivan mentions that he will either go to Welby State Psychiatric Hospital outside of Rosewood or receive the death penalty. This location is a reference to Pretty Little Liars Season 6. Both Charlotte De Laurentiis and Allison De Laurentiis spend time at Welby after Radley Sanatorium is shut down. While Archer Dunhill died prior to the events of Pretty Little Liars, Summer School, it seems likely that Archie Waters would have been able to escape the hospital or do damage while in the hospital. After all, the hospital was willing to hire Dunhill and allow him to do whatever he wanted with Allison. This points to a corrupt leadership at the hospital. Moreover, Archie seems just as smart as Mona, who was able to get in and out of mental facilities without a struggle. The only character who makes a direct appearance in Pretty Little Liars, Summer School is Dr. Ann Sullivan. The therapist was first introduced in Pretty Little Liars Season 2, Episode 1, It's Alive, when the liars' parents force them to go to therapy in the aftermath of the Ian situation. Dr. Sullivan is extremely kind, patient, and caring. She serves as a counterbalance to the chaos going on in both of the Pretty Little Liars shows, providing a more logical perspective. In the aftermath of Archie Waters, Dr. Sullivan is brought in to provide group therapy for the new liars, helping them process their trauma as well as prepare for the trial and sentencing. In a positive change of pace, the girls seem to really find comfort in therapy during Pretty Little Liars, Summer School, showing a more positive depiction of mental health than what appeared in the original show. Unfortunately, Dr. Sullivan becomes suspicious because she treated Rose Waters and recorded clients without their consent. This undermines the better depiction of mental health in Summer School because even in the best circumstances, she's being unethical. The ending of Pretty Little Liars, Original Sin provides a bothersome twist that Ezra and Arya would adopt Imogen's baby. This would have undone the impact of the Tabby storyline. Luckily, Pretty Little Liars, Summer School's beautifully savage Ezra line walks back this reveal. Dr. Sullivan brings up that Imogen backed out with the original adoptive couple last minute. Imogen explains the change by saying she got a weird vibe from that Ezra dude. The Ezra line is a good way to resolve the storyline before it becomes even more problematic than it already is. The teacher's relationship with Arya has always been morally wrong, but it has been called out increasingly fervently with shifts in societal attitudes. Imogen, pointing out the weird vibes of Ezra, confirms that the writers of Pretty Little Liars, Summer School are listening to the large portion of fans who find Ezra's relationship and wedding deeply disturbing 7 years after Pretty Little Liars ending. The change also solidifies the show's stance that relationships formed with that kind of power imbalance, whether it be student-teacher or boss-employee, are wrong.